Hey everybody, it's me, Kathy Hester, in my kitchen doing a surprise live. You're probably going to be watching this on the replay, but Cheryl and I, you can hear Max, we just got home from Costco. And Max decided he was going to be a little bit freaked out by the fact that we were not in the house with him. But I think he's okay, so nothing to worry about. Everything's good and relaxed. But what I was thinking, because last week I went live and I was like, hey, let's talk about the McDougall program, right? And I'm putting this on focus because my watch keeps beeping me. Okay, so what I wanted to do, we've been getting things all along from Sprouts and Whole Foods and different things. We had to pick up some meds at Costco and I was like, oh, let's go ahead and just stock up. So I wanted to show, we have mostly food things to show, but there's a couple of non-food things that were kind of cool that I wanted to tell you. The one thing that can be both good and bad about Costco is your Costco store may be different than my Costco store. When we go to Greensboro or even Raleigh, somewhere 20 minutes away, we check just to see if something different is there. So, but pretty much everything that we have, I'm pretty sure, is everywhere. And I see some people are here. Yay, you guys are troopers, just hanging out with me whenever I'm like, poof, here I am. This is day 11 of the 12-day program, so I have stuff in like half an hour that I'm going to be watching for the next 2 hours. But like I said, I wanted to show you this stuff first. This is like a little Titan lunch bag, and Cheryl actually knows more about this. They were talking about it in our McDougall group chat this morning, where it's just the people taking stuff. And I guess there's two like little freezer packs you put in, like, you know, like you put in your kids' lunch and stuff. And she was saying this would be great because we're going to be doing a road trip later on this year to put maybe some homemade hummus, carrot sticks, and things like that. So I'm counting it as McDougall friendly. It's really friendly for, I don't want to eat junk in the car, or I actually go someplace and want to take my lunch. I haven't even opened it, so I'm not really going to be, let's see. It's got some little leak-proof containers. Yeah, it has two. It keeps cold up to 6 hours with these freezer bags. And it's in 3 different languages, so it's probably in Canada. Yay, Apple! It's awesome to see you. I'm always happy. And everybody else, there's more of you watching than I thought would watch. You guys can see that it's busy, some things driving by. There's a road there. It's busy when people are coming home from work. It's been pretty hot, but we were able to sit outside like a little bit in the evening the other day and this morning. And so I'm counting that as a yay. The other thing that I found at Costco that I was pretty excited about that is not food are these Ello bags. And so, hey Gina, yeah, I'm thinking you guys might have some of this stuff. I know Target has Ello, and these are a little bit, where are those stupid Target bags that I have? I don't even know if they have them anymore. But it's really hard to find half-gallon reusable bags. And these are going to be more reusable than the regular ones, but I'm thinking just barely. I took that out of the cabinet and Fergus is crawling in there. But these are a little bit thicker. They had them out so you could feel them. They were either $12.99 or $13.99, and you get 2 half-gallon, 2 gallon, that's a gallon one, 4 half-gallon, 4 26-ounce, which is like sandwich size, and 4 snack sizes. And for one of the things I'm going to be doing, hey Christina and Ashley and Wendy and Terry, it's so awesome to see all of you here. So for some of the stuff I got, I'm going to be putting them in these and putting it in the freezer. Okay, Fergus is out of there, but I still don't want to smush him. Okay, so what's the first thing you think I got? And I bet you can guess. Plonk. a giant bag of Idaho potatoes. And these are going to be great. I got a lot of potatoes. So the McDougall diet and in general whole food plant-based no oil diets are pretty starch oriented, right? We're doing whole grains, potatoes. You can eat things besides potatoes, but hello, we get to eat potatoes. To me, I have lots of issues with like keto and oil heavy diets that I find research-wise it's been presented to me doesn't seem so good. Not a scientist, not a doctor, you do you. But the number one benefit on being a whole food plant-based diet is you can eat pretty much all the potatoes you can hold. And I can hold a lot. So then we have oh, gold potatoes. And these were a perfect size. Hey, Vivian. And so one of the things, Chef AJ did a demo, and she's done this demo before, is that she'll cook these and kind of poke a hole in them and slice them and make them into everything bagels. So I'm going to be trying that. And maybe if we're lucky, I can find one of her, and if I do doing that on her live, if I do, I'll put it down in the comments later. Hey, Kelly. It's awesome to see you. And finally, in the potato family, mini baby potatoes. I love baby potatoes. So have you guys noticed there's lots of pictures of me doing this because I hug things. So there are worse things I could do, right? Tanya, excellent. No, we're just doing an unboxing so far. We talked about a couple of things that weren't food related. But I got a giant bag of russet potatoes, a giant bag of golden potatoes. I'm going to store all of these potatoes as much as I can. Now Fergus wants to go outside, away from the sun. So we have clear story windows. We have a lot of light up here. So I'm going to see if I can clean out a place in the pantry. Because one of the things that we did too, I wanted to tell you about. Hey, Patsy. And Ashley says, my Irish partner is on your team. Excellent. Potatoes for the win. Potatoes and oatmeal have pretty much done us lots of favors the past 11 days. And in fact, tonight, I have some potatoes that I cooked already. We're going to heat up potatoes, one of the frozen vegetables I got, and put a sauce over it. Ta-da! Or maybe we will not use potato and we'll use rice. But what I've been doing with these little potatoes, so I like to cut them in half. You can either cook them in the Instant Pot for, depending on their size, 3 to 5 minutes, or you can just put them in the air fryer or like the Breville, your oven, anything you want. And then I cook them and then I ate some of those. I think I actually steamed them last time. And then I let them cool and I smashed them and put them in the air fryer. And so you get these crispy little rounds. And we ate that with a rice and bean kind of Mexican style bowl, kind of as our crispy element, which at that moment was truly the most exciting thing ever. So, and there's more comments. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Terry, Well Your World made biscuits and gravy using potatoes. That's excellent. I have made whole wheat biscuits using yogurt before too, instead of oil, and that works well. And Gina says, I'm thinking of trying to slice a potato, sliced bread size, and put it in the toaster. People are doing that with sweet potatoes successfully. I would think it would work as a potato, but I haven't tried it. Yes, apple, absolutely. Or smash and put in a waffle iron. Yes, absolutely. And another place got some already shredded hash browns, but I could also take these and shred them in my food processor, and they'd be a lot cheaper. And also I could shred those, spread them on a baking tray, put them in the freezer, and then put them in a bag. I can make my own frozen hash browns, fries. If you guys have my vegan cooking in your air fryer book, I tell you how to make oil-free frozen fries so that you can go and get some. And we might be making some together in the not so distant future. Yeah, and Terry says yummy on smashing. Oh, Pam, I'm so glad you're here and alive. It makes me happy. This one's going to be fairly short. If you guys do have some questions for me that are not Costco or potato related, you're welcome to put them in the comments and I'll answer them as I can. All right, so we have been snacking on fruit. The McDougall program, so there's different levels of it. And again, we could talk about the Dr. Greger or the Esselstyn, the Campbell, but they all center around some of the same things. So I just want you to be real clear that I'm not telling you what you should eat. So like the McDougall maximum weight loss takes out more fruit, but we're allowed like 2 to 3 servings of fruit. So I've been having some blueberries in my oatmeal, and I either cut us up a bunch of oranges, and here's the best way to me that I've gotten Cheryl eating oranges. I cut off the ends, I cut it where there's none of the white stuff on it into little wedges, and she just eats them. And I bet that would work for children too. Okay. I did get these, which these just have organic brown rice flour and organic millet flour. They're gluten-free ramen, and I'm trying to see, oh, there you go. You can see there. They really are just little ramen blocks. And Cheryl, I finally gotten Cheryl to like soup. It's the happiest moment of my life. And even though we had a few of these, when Costco runs out of an item, oftentimes they don't reorder. So that happens a lot, kind of like Trader Joe's, right? There's lots of seasonal things. And I know I want to, and there's like, it says 24, there's 12 ramens in here. So that way I'll have it ready to go. I can either make a miso broth, I could make a vegetable mushroom broth, put those in, some steamed vegetables, tofu or not, depending on your personal preference. Yeah, these are so good, and these are so much cheaper at Costco. So much cheaper. Okay, this is one I was excited about, and it may seem a little excessive because there's more. In the fruit land, bananas. I'm looking for my other, here we go. 3 24-ounce containers of baby Bella mushrooms. Why? Why would I get 3? Some of you know the answer. Okay, so food prices are up and down, in and out, doing the hokey pokey, whatever mysterious, mystical thing it's doing. These, like baby Bellas, are usually more expensive than white mushrooms. Either one is fine with me. So just know if you ever get my recipes, and I tell you what I make it with, but if I have a mushroom recipe, I'll make it with white mushrooms, even if it said oyster mushrooms. Just know that. So if your budget doesn't go up to oyster mushrooms, will it be as elegant, as delicate? No. But it'll be a delicious dinner. So these, my friend, were $3.99 per pack. The white mushrooms, I checked the ounces, same ounces, $5.99. So I bought 3 of these, and yay, Marilyn's here too. And Terry says perishable on mushrooms, right? And some of you already know what I do with my mushrooms, because a lot of times I will get cheaper white mushrooms at the Asian market, which is Li Ming's near me. You could go to H Mart, a lot of places. It depends on where you live. And in fact, Li Ming's mushrooms have been going up a lot. So this is the best deal I found. Mushrooms are perishable. However, I can slice these mushrooms, put them in a Ziploc, and put them in the freezer. And so that's why I went ahead and got 3 of them. and I'm going to prep them probably while I'm listening tonight to the lecture. And I'm just going to be chopping away and poof. So A, not only did I get cheap mushrooms, B, they're going to be prepped and ready to go. So if I'm like, I wish I had a handful of mushrooms. Do you ever do that? And you're like, that's way too much work. Cheryl, go down in the freezer, get me a handful of mushrooms. And it's done. And we'll have mushrooms for a while. So I used to do this at Kroger's. We don't have any Kroger's here in Durham anymore. And I would go in and there would be like 99-cent mushroom heaven, like big containers, not quite this big. And I would just load up the cart, chop them up, and put them in the freezer. I could also chop these. I could put them in the food processor, because mushrooms are a great replacement for things like vegan ground, like ground beef substitute, and they're great in tacos. If you slice them, you can then still mince them later on. So if you know you would like to have them minced, and maybe I will go ahead, we'll see, and mince one whole one of these, because it'll be quick and easy and ridiculous. Oh, and Tanya slices them and freezes them as well, which is great. And Christina said, can I share the recipe for those noodles someday? Yes, and I think it is in the Easy Vegan cookbook. I have a ramen soup. You guys, I wish I had the camera point over there. He's literally reaching his little kitty body up as high as he can, showing me what he wants. Okay. All right, so excessive mushrooms, and now you know why. I haven't done an unboxing sort of thing in a while. It's fun. Okay, so this is what I did sneaky today. So I got a bunch of garlic, and I'm going to roast a bunch of it. And so I was like, I do have a recipe I've been wanting to try to ferment garlic. So I can't guarantee half could go one, half could go the other. But I want to roast a whole bunch, and then again, stick it down in the freezer. So I have these really great, wonderful things to work with. These are Candy Dream organic grapes. I don't know if it's, come on, will you get it? I think it got it. And there were these and some other one. I looked them up because since cotton candy grapes have become a thing, everybody names their grapes candy. And I'm like, disapproval. Like, so I did do something slightly naughty, and I got it out of here. I took a bite of one to see if it was the grape I wanted. If I was like in a Whole Foods or something like that, I would do it anyhow, but these are delicious, 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 delicious. You are so welcome, Patsy. Okay, and then I think we have two more things. Yeah. A giant bag of petite asparagus spears that are pesticide free. They're 4 microwavable steam packets. And if you are on team, don't let that plastic touch my food, it's okay. You can take them out of that and you could steam them. You could put them in your air fryer. You can do whatever you want. But it is kind of nice because we can take them out of here and just have those 4 bags stacked on top of each other. I think this one is free for all. And I love Normandy vegetables. So it's what's the difference between Normandy and California? Not much. I think yellow carrots. So I don't know. So here it's a delicious combination of organic broccoli, organic cauliflower florets, hearty organic baby carrots, and thickly sliced sweet organic yellow carrots. And that's the entire ingredients. So it is like in there free for all. So I could either leave it down there, bring a bowl, and yes, I have a freezer here that's not cleaned out. What we've just done, and we're going to be doing some more of this probably tomorrow. So we're cleaning out the freezers because Cheryl is on board with whole food plant-based no oil now. So we got rid of all the fake meats and things like that I didn't make. And we'll talk more about this as we go along, about how I'm viewing things and such. But again, remember, I am not Dr. McDougall. I am not Forks Over Knives. I am not Dr. Esselstyn, Greger, or Campbell. So if you're following someone and you're like, I can't have that, I support you, okay? So let's just leave it at that and be good friends. So I think what we're gonna do, and I don't know what it is, maybe it's just that there's 4 colors. That's why I really love Normandy blend. I usually find it at Aldi's is where we usually get it, and it doesn't matter. If you see something with California mix, you have this, vice versa. Live your best life. So we're gonna steam some of this. I have some sauces, so either we could do a lot of choices with this. So I have cooked potatoes, cooked rice in there. I could cut up some tofu and put it in the air fryer. We could either microwave this, saute this, air fry this, however we want to make it happen. Toss it in a little sauce or serve sauce on the side. And it's going to work really, really well. And it's an easy way to get in some more vegetables. Cheryl's not the hugest vegetable eater, but she loves asparagus. So, and I think that's it. And with the ramen soup, because I think I have about 5 minutes, unless you guys have questions. So anybody who's tuning in, this all came from Costco. And I also got some Ziploc bags and this little Arctic cooler lunch bag so we can take snacks on the road that have its own little freezy packets that you put in the freezer, and it keeps things cold for like 6 hours. And, you know, it was not super cheap. So I will tell you that. And part of it's because I went ahead and I'm stocking up. Do you usually need to get 3 kinds of potatoes all at once? No. For me, the goal is that this is going to be maybe twice a month sort of thing, maybe even a little less if we get some more things from the farmer's market. We went to the farmer's market on Saturday and I got some pretty cool potatoes there too. But there's tiny servings and we're eating more food. And so it's the weirdest thing. So if you're like me and you've heard 80,000 times, I'm eating so much more and I'm losing weight, and the eye roll is going, all the way back into your head. I was not expecting it. I was not expecting to lose any weight during this 12-day McDougall program, and I've lost. And I wasn't expecting for Cheryl to get off her meds. I think last time when I talked to you, Cheryl was going to be joining, but we hadn't gotten it all set up. She got to see Dr. Lim, and in fact, she's off of a bunch of her medications, and her numbers are doing really, really well. So not only just for my fatty liver we're doing this, but it's also helping her type 2 diabetes a lot. So if you are looking for something that might be more health promoting, and again, one of the things I think I like about the McDougall, which I do know a little bit, is that there's the regular one and the maximum weight loss. And in the maximum weight loss is much more restrictive. So if you're like, what we're thinking, and Cheryl and I have been talking about, if we go on vacation, maybe what we do when we come home is we do 10 days maximum weight loss, but we let ourselves have and taste some of the things that are out there. Now that's not the same thing as like drinking sweet tea all day and eating 17 pastries, but we could have things be a little bit looser than we're going to be at home. So that's kind of what we're thinking. And what I would love to know from you guys, especially some of you that are in doing your own whole food, plant-based, oil-free journey, is, what are some of the things that you do to make it easier for yourself when you go out, or what kind of exceptions do you make, and what do you do when you get home? Because I would love to hear that from you. And of course, once we go on vacation, I'll be sharing all of our wins and loses with you. But basically, I just wanted to hop in, show this Costco haul. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going live at Wednesday. I'm going to be going live at 1 with Dr. Steph, and we're going to talk about SIBO, and I'm going to find out what that is. You guys may know, but we can learn together. But anyhow, just big hugs to you guys. I really enjoyed chatting with you and sharing with you last week. So if you guys want me to keep, I know you want me to do what I eat in a day. You want me to do some meal prep videos. So those are on my agenda for sure. And I was thinking too, maybe I'll show you as I buy some stuff as well. But just basically try to just connect with you guys and have some shorter little chats or show and tells like this. So tell me if that's something you're really interested in or not in the comments, or what you want to see more of, because that just helps me give you what you want, okay? So I've got to go heat up our dinner in 5 minutes so we can get ready. So I will see you guys on Wednesday, if not before. Have an amazing day and take really good care of yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon.